Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 753. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
All right, so been a couple days, but what do we got, Chris?
Well, there's been some interesting stuff about Suicide Squad today, and It hasn't been good. I'm very surprised. It seems like the first couple of reviews, or not couple, when I say couple, it sounds like I'm talking about two, but...
Maybe that's being nice.
Yeah, a lot of reviews are not coming out very good. They're saying that it's a mess.
Well, before that, the guy, I guess, what did he do? He at the convention, or he showed the first showing or something.
The director, David Ayer, however, I think it's Ayer. I think that's how he says his name. Before the movie started, at one of the showings, he yelled "Fuck Marvel" out in the and he had to apologize, or he apologized about it today.
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, fuck you, dude. Seriously. Because you know what? If you're a fucking low-life piece of shit like that, and you're going to fucking not be professional enough, that you're too stupid to realize that maybe at one point in time you're going to need a job, and maybe Marvel will hire you, but now they're not because you cursed them out, you're stupid. You're stupid. And you know what? Now with the you know what? Good. Fuck you, because now with the negative reviews, right? If the movie does bomb, you're fucking done, basically. So movies can make people get careers over, basically. So I don't like that ego shit.
Well, this is I always find this funny because I always see these people that are like, "Oh, there's no competition between DC and Marvel."
Bullshit.
They're great. And then I hear stuff like this, and I'm like, "Are you kidding?"
Yeah.
Honestly, of course there's competition between them. These people instigate it, and there is such thing as healthy competition, where everybody's or people try to be fair, they don't bash each other, they try to one-up each other, but they're not, like, out to do that specifically. But this is not that. People, he's just trash-talking. No. He apologized about it today. You want to know what that means? Either he was joking and nobody thought it was funny, or he was being serious.
Now, he was being serious. And then somebody said something to him, "Hey, dude." And then he's like, "Shh." Because maybe the company's like, "Don't do that. We attack each other without indirectly attacking each other. Don't."
Right.
So, look at the idiot that said was bashing Ant-Man, Batman, Superman's going to be the #1 movie, can destroy all the Marvel movies. Guess what? Didn't do shit. Karma is a bitch, and you'll get it.
I mean, I know that from what I've read, and again, take this with a grain of salt, and there's nothing there's no spoilers in this. They're just saying that the best parts of the movie were Harley Quinn and the Joker. And now what I'm hearing is they might just do a movie with them. They might not do another Suicide Squad. They might do Harley Quinn and the Joker or something like that. No, that wouldn't be the title, I don't think. But, I mean, honestly, this is the problem, though. Two characters aren't going to save this movie.
Well, how about do this, right? If they do screw up Suicide Squad, right? And if it does tank, right? Yeah. How about do the right thing? How about give Arrow back to Suicide Squad to do it as they please, as much as they want on Arrow, because that was great when it was on Arrow. Put it back there. Let them do their stuff. How about that? Because you're not going to use them anyway, because you failed in the cinematic universe of DC. So put Suicide Squad back where they belong. On Arrow.
I don't want to jump the gun yet and say that the movie has failed or underperformed.
I'm looking forward to it because we already just got things for tickets now already early. You're going.
I don't want to come out here and be like, "Oh, it's failed, it's over." No, it's not even out yet officially, as far as I know. I think it comes out Thursday. I'm planning right now to go see it Friday morning. I hope those plans hold up. Right now, it looks like they are.
If I didn't have to work, I'd be there already. I would be at the tailgate party on Thursday night at Comic Book Jones or something probably, or whatever, because, they do those things. But, I haven't been to one of them in a while. They're really good. But, I have to work, so I have no choice. Saturday, we'll go.
I mean, I got to tell you, I'm hearing this, and I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say, exactly what happened. But I'm disappointed because, I like DC more than Marvel. I like Marvel's not. I love Marvel. Don't get me wrong.
Right, and I love Marvel more than DC.
Right.
Yeah.
But the stories from DC appeal to me just a little bit more.
Right.
And they can't get movies. They just can't do movies well, it seems. And that's unfortunate because I love film. I aspire to work in film one day. And it just doesn't seem like they're getting through to their audience. And that's such an unfortunate fact.
I think they're trying too hard to beat Marvel and they're failing miserably.
Yeah,
like, let's go dark. Because Marvel's not going dark. Let's go dark.
And I got to tell you, again, and I'm terrified now, because if this movie doesn't do well, this is going to be Shockwave number 2.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. Aquaman's done. Cyborg is done. I'm telling you, this stuff is going to be done. In fact, there won't be no Justice League 2 either, because they did it as a safety thing, saying, look, that will be our strike 3, because they made it a standalone. And I think, I ought to tell you right now, I have a feeling that Marvel doing that with Infinity War was because of Batman vs. Superman.
It probably was.
I'm pretty sure, because let me tell you something. They don't want to be tied where they're stuck making a sequel if all of a sudden everything starts collapsing around them. I honestly thought it was because of the deal with 20th Century Fox. That it was Marvel, Avengers vs. X-Men or Secret Wars with Fantastic Four in there, a new reboot or whatever, or something, or phase something with Fantastic Four, but, Avengers vs. X-Men. But if it wasn't, they really want to be tied like that. Batman vs. Superman sent shockwaves. Regardless if you think Batman vs. Superman was the greatest movie, right, and it's the best, you have to have an open mind and say, this movie effed up people, and not in a good way, where they're making everybody afraid to think twice. Oh, maybe Inhumans won't work. Maybe this won't work. I mean, it's like stuff like it's going in their head. Like, will this movie bring about all these movies collapsing around? I mean, honestly.
It's true.
It's a horror story.
This is the thing, too. There are people going to the extreme trying to defend this movie. I don't know if you've heard this, but there is now a petition online to shut down Rotten Tomatoes.
I saw that.
Yes.
That is ridiculous. You agree?
No, I don't.
I don't agree.
Because it's that
One movie?
A site that is made for fans and professional critics, I believe, to report what they feel about a movie. I don't think that should be shut down just because a movie that everybody thought was going to be good turned out not to be good. That's ridiculous that they're trying. Okay, so what happens if the movie did really well? Would there be a petition to donate a whole bunch of money to Rotten Tomatoes to make it better? No. But the fact that, we didn't like this movie, and it's not the Rotten Tomatoes people saying that. It's people who, I don't understand that. I don't understand what that would do. I don't understand how that would help. Because a lot of people look at Rotten Tomatoes. I don't look at it. I just don't go on there. But
no, I don't go on there.
A lot of people like that site because they give pretty they get to see what other people are thinking about it. Why is that a problem? The movie is the problem.
Because you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. I hate to say it. There's this new breed this year. New breed now. Where people are dead set against something, right? So they become trolls. They start hating. They start attacking people. They start doing all this stuff, right? And they become, like when you look at these people commenting like this, right? With a rage and everything, right? You start to see, and I hate to say it, because I'm a really nice guy, and I like to do my podcast, happy-go-lucky, whatever, right? And, people are going to say bad things, okay. But these people are vicious, troll, nasty people that have to brainwash you into their philosophy. And I said I was going to talk about it. I'm going to bring it up again, Ghostbusters, okay? They become so close-minded because they want to hate something that they become so effing stupid human beings that you wonder why God didn't have Noah build the ark. I mean, like these nasty, evil people that just dumber than, and I start becoming like, because they said some stuff to me, really horrible. They're like, oh, you know what? Are you going to be Melissa McCarthy's transsexual sister in the next movie? Like, really? Like, I'm talking, and I'm coming back at them because I'm like, whatever. You know what? The movie is making money, whether you like it or not, overseas. It's making money here still. It's not out. When a movie flops, it's out. It's still in the top 10. It's hanging on. It's week 4, okay? And it's making money. It's still not released everywhere. You could say this, Chris, 17 times, 26 times, okay? And people just don't get it. They want it to fail. There was articles now that came out today saying that Ghostbuster is not a flop. But people are like, no! They just don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe it. God forbid to them. We get a number of 100 million coming in from overseas for Ghostbusters. They will literally, like, lose their shit. Bad. Because they just can't have it to weigh against what their philosophy is. Because they look like they lose all credibility when they lose. And they treat it like a whole war zone. I mean, dude, it's one movie. How many movies do we have on here we talk about?
I lost count.
Thousands. 10,000. We talk about so many effing movies. And I've never in my life have a few movies that, I mean, yeah, we talk about some movies and like Shin Gojira. People like watching, and it's great. I mean, we have right? Originally, remember months ago we talked about Shin Gojira? And people were like loving it, right? 500, 600, 700 views. This one, 800 views. My God, they love it, right? But one movie, and it's generating all those views. Ghostbusters, I'm talking about it nonchalantly. People are going after me, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to prove my point even more. And then, dude, I had like 19 views in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And then things grow like hundreds. And
well, I got to say, like, I mean, you know, this is where I'm coming from with that, right? I don't like this Ghostbusters film. I don't agree where it's coming from. But if there are people that like it, there are people that like it. Why do I have to hate them?
Right.
Someone explain that to me. Like, I disagree with a lot of things some of my friends like, but they're still my friends. What I think it goes beyond movies too. It's I think now, and I don't want to sound like an old guy, but like now it's like people have forgotten how to disagree without hating each other.
Yeah.
And that's really unfortunate because that means that the art of debating is gone. It's gone.
People will push buttons starting a war over stupid shit.
I mean, look at our you know, presidential debates. I don't want to get heavy with this, but look what's going to happen now. We can't have two candidates who can have a civilized debate. I mean, it's in the leadership of the country. It's everywhere. It's all over the world. It's not just in America. It's all over the world. I don't understand. I don't get like why people who like a movie or don't like a movie, why automatically they're like, okay, for the people who hate movies just to hate them, those people I don't, you know, then you know, yell at them. But if you have a legitimate reason for liking or not liking a movie, what's the problem?
Well, I want to, before we get off topic, we'll continue with your line of, you know, of thinking.
No, I was done.
But I want to bring up something. For decades and decades and decades, we had newspapers, right?
Yep.
And when I was a kid, I was like, why isn't the Daily News or the Post like the Daily Bugle? You know, Spider-Man Menace, you know, whatever, right? So now that supposedly all these newspapers are failing, all of a sudden they start doing the most craziest covers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And some of them is really funny, I got to say. But why didn't they do this for decades? But in some cases now they've gone too far. I mean, putting nude pictures of the guy, of the, you know, the president, the Republican nominee for, you know, Donald Trump's wife on there, that's low life. You know, he should become president and eliminate their newspaper.
I'm pretty sure that's the definition of yellow journalism at its finest. Like,
some of the stuff is just vicious on there, and then they're all like, you know, they pull nonsense lies in there anyway because they favor either Republican or Democrat, so you can't even read the newspaper anymore. But anyway, going back to that, it's like this is a different, like almost like a universe, because it's like everybody. Dude, I'm telling you, people were just going crazy. You have to see the amount of comments. We've never had these amount of comments, even when somebody was trolling me or attacking me, or even when a Hoovy and Tubor. People are like, literally, Ghostbusters. I mean, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. How much people just, and they keep going to the same mentality. Made $46 million the first week. Made $46 million. What about week 2? What about week 3? They don't want to look past that. They don't. They can't. Because they became so stupid in their blindness for, like, ego. That they just don't, because, God forbid, Ghostbusters is a success. And, all right, makes back its budget, makes back its production budget. What are you going to say next then? Oh, it's got to do another 100. All right, what if it makes that back? What are you going to say? Nothing. And they're going to look like idiots. These reporters that hated the Ghostbusters, that they revolve a whole article on it without researching it, are going to be discredited as reporters. They're not going to be able to do shit. They're not going to be able to do magazine articles anymore or anything because people are not going to take them seriously or listen to them. So when you're going to write an article, know what the F you're writing first. I may love the Ghostbusters or hate them, but you know what? Which I like them. But just because I like them doesn't mean I'm going to get carried away too. I don't think the movie's going to make $500 million at all. Plain and simple. Do I think it's going to make $400 million? No, I don't. But it's going to make money overseas because why is the numbers not changing for 2 weeks? Because it's 722, 720. People are like, oh, you know, they don't like comedy. That's baloney. It doesn't have $0 for 2 weeks for the foreign markets because they didn't get the foreign markets in yet. So when everything gets compiled together, you're going to see a huge jump. And what are they going to say then? Oh, we didn't factor that in? Because they've been saying they've been factoring it in.
I got to say, though, too, like, most of the people who comment on your videos and stuff, they're really cool people. And I love to talk with them. This is a very small margin.
Right, this is a small subject. I mean, anybody's welcome on here. I'm never going to, the people that I don't agree with, I'm not going to attack them in any way, shape, or form because everybody knows, even people have attacked me on shows. I'm very respectful. I'm not going to bash people. They can come on here and we can have an open, nice, welcome debate. You know, I'm just making fun of the whole situation, you know. So, anybody that's welcome, I'm a cool guy. Just because you don't agree with me, Ghostbusters, oh well. But you're welcome on. Contact me through Facebook, Matrixlord212, and we'll talk.
And I mean, you know, also too, I want to clarify too. You know, we may jump the gun sometimes on comments or on here, and we may say things that maybe we shouldn't say, or you know. But I don't think.
I don't think we really do that because.
Yeah. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. You know. Okay. Maybe sometimes I'll jump the gun and I won't see somebody's point of view, but I try to see a lot of point of views. I think most people on the internet and most people who watch these videos, they try to see, you know, opposite point of views. But you know, I see a lot of people who just, you know, for example, I'll use this Shin Gojira stuff. When all this came out and there are people who are like, you know, I actually like this. This is cool. I see a lot of people that are like, well, fuck you. You're not a Godzilla fan.
Well, I'm not mad at people that like it.
Not you. I'm saying other people that I've seen. I'm like, come on. And pardon my language, but I was like, come on. You can't say that. Just because somebody likes a change, that doesn't mean that they're not a fan.
They can't be you. You can't have the same human being like everything.
Yeah.
You'll never get married. That's for sure. These people that they think they got to have everybody agree with them. I mean, the thing is, you agree to disagree, and you don't hate the person for not liking Ghostbusters or like. Stupid. It's stupid.
I mean, we are talking about movies here. We're not talking about things that like shape the world or anything like that.
When this podcast goes off, it's real world. I go to work at medical field. I do different things with the mall. That's it. I mean, and then we come back to this universe, you know, at night sometimes. It's like, okay, it's a nice release, relax, try to do peaceful casts. You know, sometimes we're passionate about stuff like this. It's interesting, you know, but overall, I mean, we have a good time. Basically here. So, and you guys would too if you want to come on, anybody. But anywho, I think we should do another cast on the news. All right. Guys, you know, whether you like Suicide Squad or not, I'm going to go see it because I was looking forward to it. Chris is going to go see it. Hopefully it's good, even though people are saying it. I don't care what critics say, so I'll go see it anyway. But we'll see, and then we'll do our review on it. So we'll do that on the weekend. All right. We're going to be back with more casts. Take care. Bye for now.